What's going on, everybody? It's Dot Bets checking back in. We're going over our NBA Wednesday night free picks, free prop bets, and I'll give away some lineups in DraftKings that I'm playing. Um, Absolutely been a crazy month, last week or so as well. If you guys have been following me on Twitter, went ahead, took down the Who's That Capper tournament. Won by convincing almost 6 units over the whole past month. So that was a big feat. Bunch of talented cappers. Tip my cap to all of them out there. And at Azim Rakes, I believe that's how you say his name. Put on a hell of a tournament. So appreciate the follow, Charles Chase. Appreciate you. Thank you for doing that. So we have a VIP, me at Randlin and Gamblin, at Hammered Bets. We'll put out 3 cards every single day. $15 to join per week, $60 a month, $300 a year if we want to get my premium picks for the NBA. These are going to be my free winners today. So we will jump right in. If you guys have any questions about my VIP, DM me on Twitter, ask me in the chat here. If you have any questions over any bets you place today or any prop bets, any DraftKings questions, please go ahead, throw me in the chat. I'd love to interact and answer any questions that you guys have. So, first game that I am looking at, it is currently at plus 4.5 now with the Pistons, but I got it earlier at plus 5.5. I would still take it at plus 4.5. And follow it in the game. If it gets any higher, if you can kind of hedge it yourself, definitely look into this position here with the Pistons. I think they have a very solid matchup against the Hawks, who are going to be without DeAndre Hunter, and they are going to be without Cam Reddish. Trae Young has been struggling big time this year. His points per game are down, I think, close to about 5 points a game. His 3-point shooting has been on Russell Westbrook level. It's been horrid. So hoping for his struggles to continue here. Pistons have actually played fairly decent as of late. Gave the Heat a run for their money the other night. Just a sneaky team. When you got Derrick Rose, he goes in these spurts where he plays very, very well. So he's going to be one of my plays tonight for DraftKings as well. And he goes in these spurts where he gets after it, and makes his team around him a lot better. So that's the first play. Pistons plus 5.5 for 1 unit. Then we will go down here. So the Kings. Okay, so this is another matchup. It was at like 8.5 to start the day. Kept creeping. I believe Bagley is starting and will play. That'll help a lot. But this is just going to be one of those trend plays where the Clippers have covered in, I think, 4 straight. Kings have not covered in about 4 or 5. Just a straight trend play here. I think the Clippers are getting credited a little bit too much here with the double-digit spread, especially 10. It was 8.5 earlier, so I'll definitely take it here at 10. Again, when you take these dogs, I always like to look at them. If you can watch during the game, if you get a higher number and you can kind of sense that the game is going to be a little bit closer than I think it will be, go ahead and do that as well. But yeah, so Kings plus 10 is going to be another 1 unit free play here. Then the last spread play, or the last over-under play for tonight, free play would be the Heat Raptors under 222. This is a play that I was eyeing the entire day, seeing who was in, who was out. Butler's still out. There is still a couple other people out there for the Heat. Yeah, I think Hero's out. That's what it was. Hero and Butler are out, and I think these are 2 teams that will be able to defend each other pretty well. I like Lowry tonight a little bit, but all in all, these teams play at a pretty slow pace. I can see them hitting the under here at 222. I think it's a little bit too high. Probably end up in a 210-ish, 215-ish. So we should be able to hit this pretty easily tonight. But we're going to go 1 unit there. So we got the Pistons plus 5.5, Kings plus 10, and then we got the Heat Raptors under 222. So those are all the spread over-under plays. And now we'll go to our prop bets. Prop bets for the year, we are 10-4 for, let me verify that for a second. 10-4 for plus 8.89 units. So we have made a killing on them so far this season. I've dialed in on a few. One of them that I especially like, we're going to go to the Rockets game. So the Suns-Rockets game here. So if we click into here, we're going to go to the points. I was shocked when I saw this number, over 21.5 for minus 104 for Victor Oladipo Rockets when Westbrook was out. I have a very, very good feeling here that they're trying to showcase him maybe to trade him. That's my conspiracy theory for the NBA. But no, his usage rate was unbelievable, and they're just going to let him do what he wants to do. So he took 23 shots last game, the first game with a new team. That's crazy. I don't know why they let him do it, but like I said, my conspiracy theory is to show him off and then get as much back as possible for him. So I'm going to take the over 21.5 here, points wise. You can take, I put 1 unit on these. You guys can put half unit, however you guys feel comfortable. I'm going to go 1 unit here. So that is Oladipo there, over 21.5 points. And then we will go to, let's go back to the Spurs-Warriors game. This is a game I'm eyeing. A lot of high scoring in this game tonight. And my boy, DeMar DeRozan, that's who we are going to capture here. Go to player props. Let's go to points, rebounds, assists. I know I just took a points only bet, but I love doing the points, rebounds, and assist plays. They kind of hedge you a little bit when, because I play a lot of DraftKings, and people put up 40, 50, 60 points of DraftKings, but then they only score 10 to 20 points, and they're over under points, or maybe 27, 28, but then they have a ton of rebounds, a ton of assists. So that's kind of where they get you when you're going to go with just the points and just the assists. So I try to focus more on the points, rebounds, and assists, and on the guys that I think are going to have a good night. So these kind of correlate with my core 4 tonight for DraftKings. But DeMar DeRozan, over 33.5. This number early on in the season was, I think it was up to like 39 or 40 when he was rolling. Then he got a little bit personal issues, left the team, and came back, and now it's his 4th game back, and seen his usage rate, it's gone through the roof every single game since. Let me try to pull that up. So this is Fantasy Labs. Use this on a daily basis. As you can see here, they ride him up. More complete player, average 7 assists per game this season. Also averaged 5.8 rebounds. And if you go to his usage, let's go to the model real quick. He's hit over 35 or over 33 in the last 2 games as he's gotten a little bit more comfortable, gotten his feet back, his rhythm back, all that. So I am going to be heavily on DeMar tonight. Let me type him in there. DeMar. Let's see what his rating is. So it's not the highest ratings, but 63 ain't terrible. Game logs. So yeah, he went. So this is his first game back against the Rockets, and if you watch that game, he was bad. He looked slow, he looked out of it, and he still put up 13, 6, and 7. So obviously it's going to be less than 33, but then as you see, he's gone 24, 7, and 4, and then 26 and 11. So he's getting usage. His minutes have actually stayed the same. 34, 36, and 32. He only needs to probably play 30 to get this number tonight, but I think it's going to be a shootout. So let's get this play in. We'll have DeMar DeRozan over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists for 1 unit. And then last one that I'll give out tonight will be the Pistons game. Yes, the Pistons game. So I know I was heavy on Derrick Rose. No, I was heavy on him. But their go-to guy, their X factor this entire season was, you know who, Jeremiah Grant. He has been an absolute beast this year. So let's go to his player props. Let's get there. Then you go down to points, assists, or points, rebounds, and assists. And his is over 30.5. And I will take that again tonight. He has hit that in a lot of games this year. Let's go back to the fantasy labs. Type him in just to show you. Grant. So now there's another 66 rating. You see those game logs. I mean, he's been hitting that with his points. So, 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And he's gotten 31, 28, 22, 24, 27 points. I'm taking the points, assists, and rebounds. So, this is a great spot tonight for him as well to keep rolling with the Pistons. So that is a 1 unit play. Jeremiah Grant over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So that is where I'm at tonight for the free plays. So 3 picks, 3 props. If you got any questions, put them in the chat so I can answer them for you. If you don't have any questions on those, we will go to my lineups. And the lineups start with, my core 4. Let's go back to the model here real quick. Take Grant out of the search. So my core 4, the 96 rating here for Nikola Vujic is probably the highest rating I've seen on Fantasy Labs in a while. 96. He is in a smash spot tonight with the Reed kid playing against him. He's so undersized. I was gonna take a double point with him and maybe parlay it with another prop or with a spread. I might do that, but it won't be an official play. Just something you guys can maybe throw in because it's minus 286 for a double. I think he gets a double close to the first half. He's absolutely going to dominate this game, and should be a huge part of everyone's lineups if you're going to play DraftKings tonight. So he's in my core 4. He's my top guy. Then you also got this Vanderbilt kid with the Timberwolves. So you would think playing against each other, Vujic isn't the greatest defender as well. So you would think this game goes up, but as you can see, this guy's been filling in when Karl-Anthony Towns has been out. Good value play here, and saves you some salary cap to go get other big guys. So he's a must in my lineup tonight. I'll have him in all of them. So it'll be Vujic, and it'll be Vanderbilt, and then back to my boy tonight who should make a killing. Oladipo. So he's got 72 rating, and like I said, his usage rate 42%. That is insane. 32, 5, and 9 last game. I project him pretty similar. So let's put him in our lineups. So we got Vujic, Vanderbilt, and Oladipo, and then my other guy is going to be DeMar DeRozan, who I just went over with you guys. So those are my core four. So we got Vujicic, Vanderbilt, Oladipo, and DeMar DeRozan. Those are four, what we call core four. So how I explain that to people is every single lineup you throw those four in there. And if you have an optimizer like mine, so you would just do. So let's do this. Oladipo. Ola. So throw him in. So you lock him in. You lock Vujicic in. You get DeRozan in there. DeRozan. Low. There we go. Okay. And then what was the other guy? Vanderbilt. Vander. Jared. So then you throw them in your lineup. If you have an optimizer, throw them in your lineup, and you simply either click optimize or you do all your optimization to make them. But your every other play is going to be around these four guys. So I don't like to mix and match. So I like to stick with my core four. That way, if you hit your core, you get to the surrounding guys that are going to be a little bit different. That can kind of put you up into those GPPs. So I mainly only play GPPs. I don't really like playing cash. I like to be more high risk. Play a lot of single entries for NBA. Once NFL is done, I'll probably heavily get involved here. I've kind of gone 75-25-ish NFL to NBA. It'll be 50-50 by Super Bowl, and then it'll be all in on NBA until MLB starts up. But yeah, so if you just roll your optimizer here on the left side, it's going to spit out, Kendrick Nunn, Oubre, Capella, and Goodwin. So, you see if you like those, then you just go from there. But that's how I would like to attack this slate. And as you guys can see, some lineups here. So, if you guys have any questions, let me know. We got about 10 minutes till slate hits. If you don't have any questions, we'll be here for another probably 30 seconds to a minute. Reach out to me, DM me on Twitter, and we'll go from there. Let's see if anybody else has got any questions. All right. No other questions, then we'll get up on out of here, and let's go make some money tonight. See you, boys.
Everybody's trying to tell